Hi, this is Mahmood. Welcome to the Center for Inner Awakening. Before you're born, before you come out from your mother's womb as a child, your soul or your spirit is in the spirit world. When it's in the spirit world, it gets a chance to make all kinds of decisions. Your soul gets a chance to decide what kind of parents you're going to have, the family that you'll be born in, the country that you'll be born in, the physical condition of your body, your partners, your friends, your colleagues. Based on your past karmic account, you get a chance to decide in your lifetime who you want to be around. The main reason that we come to Earth is to experience growth, personal growth, karmic growth, spiritual growth. So when you're in the spirit world, it's kind of like being in the pilot seat, where you get a chance to figure out who you want to be around and what you have to learn. So you get a chance to decide who your mother's going to be and who your father's going to be. The way that you would get a chance to decide your parents is if from the past there's a karmic bond between you and your mom, a karmic bond between you and your father. So from a past life, if there is some lessons to be learned, some give and take, there's a karmic account, a karmic bond between you and your parents. So by you choosing a certain set of parents, there's a certain amount of learning and growth that you will experience. And by your mother allowing you or giving you permission to come into her womb, she is going to learn a certain set of lessons. Your father is going to learn a certain set of lessons. So the people that we have around us today, our parents, our friends, the city that we're born in, the condition of our physical body, it's not a random act. Everything was pre-chosen by you. So say for example, if you're going to high school and you need to go into the last year of high school, and then you're going to graduate to go to college and university. You're trying to figure out what courses to take. So you set up a meeting with a guidance counselor. So the guidance counselor will have a meeting with you and he'll ask you, well, what would you like to do? What kind of career path would you like to choose? If you want to go into this career, then you need these subjects. The counselor can also ask you, what are the strengths and weaknesses? Are there certain courses that you're good at? Yes, then maybe you can take those. Are there certain courses that you're not good at? Maybe you need to take those as well. So the guidance counselor is helping you to decide what to do, what career path to take, what courses to take, your strengths and your weaknesses. In a similar way, when we're in the spirit world, we have guardian angels that are helping us to decide what to choose in our next lifetime. The type of parents, the type of country you'll go into, the type of relationships that you have, your colleagues, so on and so forth. So the people that are around you in your life today, it's not a random act. You have a karmic bond based from the past life that you had to choose these people. The law of karma, basically the law of actions, revolves around the fact that there's a lot of give and take. There's a lot of learning to do. So if you need to teach others a lesson, chances are you'll come into contact with them. If they need to teach something to you, you'll come into contact with them. So coming to Earth, coming to this planet, it is all about rectifying your karma. It's about personal growth and it's about spiritual growth. So when you're in the spirit world, there's a sacred contract between you and the universe. A sacred contract between you and your guardian angels. Between you and nature. So you pick your contract. You pick your do's and don'ts. All the people that you're going to choose that you're going to be living around. You're going to be born through a certain set of parents who you have karma with in the past, certain relationships you have karma with, certain friends that you'll come into contact with, your life lessons, your learning lessons. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Do you have problems with emotions like anger and fear? If that's the case, you'll learn lessons that will help you with anger and fear. Do you want to increase your love, joy, and compassion? Yes. Then you'll choose certain life lessons that will help you to do that as well. So when you're in the spirit world, you're in the pilot seat and you're getting a chance to decide what you need to do. The divine doesn't interfere with your personal and your spiritual growth. So if there are certain things that you need to experience during your physical lifetime, chances are nature will allow you to do that. But at the same time, the divine and the guardian angels will make a special note of some of the areas that you're weak, that you have weakness in, that you need to grow in. So if there are certain things that you need to improve, then nature or the guardian angels will suggest to you that you also need to experience these things. So the people that are around you in this life, it's not a random act. You've chosen these people and they've chosen you. So the first step towards personal and spiritual growth is to have total acceptance to the people around you and to the environment around you. So if you're born in a certain city or in a certain country, no matter how good or no matter how bad it is, you've signed that contract. It's part of your sacred contract. If you have a certain set of parents that you don't get along with, guess what? You chose them. So you have to make the effort to get along with them. Relationships could be positive, could be negative, but guess what? They're based on your past karma. You've chosen it. So you have to improve it. How can you make the best of a situation? Well, you can make the best of a situation by using qualities such as compassion, unconditional love, forgiveness, respect, tolerance. This is how you increase your personal growth and you increase your spiritual growth. Can you make your karmic growth go the other way? Make it negative and lengthen the lessons that you have to learn. Yes, you can. You can do that by negative emotions. If you use anger, fear, control, jealousy, then you're not finishing your karma, you're actually extending your karma. You're extending your learning lessons. It's like if the counselor helps you to choose certain courses, you still have to put effort and time to get through the course. You can do very well in the course or you can do very bad. You can pass or you can fail. Your free will, your energy, and your time will decide that. So when we're in the spirit world, we are choosing all these lessons. But I think one of the problems is that once we're born, there's a curtain on our soul. There's a curtain on our subconscious mind. And we can't remember the learning lessons that we've chosen. So it becomes more difficult. It's like when the counselor tells you to choose a course, you still have to study, right? You still have to pass your exams. You still have to pass your tests. If you don't study, you're not going to pass. So the same thing happens when you come in the physical world. We have a tendency to forget what we've chosen. Now, this particular image of you choosing all these things, some people can actually access that particular scenario when you're in the spirit world and you're choosing this. For those people who are into meditation and they do a lot of meditation, inside of our third eye is one of the energy centers right here inside of our forehead. So inside of our third eye, you have a blueprint of all these different things that you've chosen for yourself. It's inside of us. So some people can actually access that through meditation. Another way to access that is through regression therapy. There are some individuals who are very skilled in regression therapy, and depending on the person, if the client or the person can be regressed in a certain state, they can actually go to that point where they're choosing in the spirit world. And some people have actually done that. But regardless of whether you can see that part of you or not, I believe very strongly that we should acknowledge the fact that we ourselves have chosen a sacred contract with the angels and with the universe, that we're going to come down on earth and we're going to try to fulfill our obligations, and whatever lessons we have to learn, we should try to learn them. So your family is around you for a reason, your parents are around you for a reason, your colleagues are around you for a reason. The difficult lessons in life are there for a reason. Your physical health and your physiology may not be good. It's there for a reason. We have to take this as a positive, and we have to learn and we have to grow from it. So there's a much higher and deeper purpose for us to coming on earth. First, we have to rectify and fulfill our karma. And the second thing is we have to increase our level of awareness, our level of consciousness. So these are the two things that we have to focus on. So this brings us to the end of our discussion. Wishing you all the best, and take care for now.